What is up, everyone? This is Dexion the Gamer, and thanks for coming back to the channel. Wanted to check out the new demo that was revealed at Summer Games Fest, and this is Amsterdam 1666, or 1666 Amsterdam, however you want to say it. And I've been playing this game, and let me just turn this audio down a little bit here. So I've been playing this game and checking it out. It looks next gen, but let's go over our settings really quickly here. It is playable by controller, unlike Fate Keeper, and I hope they do patch that. And as far as graphics, there's nothing really to talk about. You just have low, medium, high, or epic presets. You don't have individual options, which I guess it's okay because it's very early. The game does have support for DLSS, TSR, FSR, and Intel's XESS. Now here's my first red flag with the game. So you can only select between ultra performance, performance, balance, quality, and ultra quality. So there is no native support, native 4K that is. So that is kind of a red flag to me, and we're going to be playing at full screen 4K resolution, uncapped frame rate, no VSync. So let's see what we are dealing with here. I'm going to start a new game just so we can take it from the top. And there is no support for frame generation, so you will have to use all the available power of the GPU. And again, this is the ultra quality preset, and I can definitely feel that reflex is not active here either. Let's see, right button to reveal Noah. Alright, it's already dipping down into these 60s there. I just saw 69 frames per second. It's not stuttering too bad. I should say. But the frame rate, to me, this is very poorly optimized. But let's see if it gets better. Oh yeah, now it's dipping down into the low 60s, and this is again ultra quality, so this is as close as native as you can get. $50, seriously, 48. Frame rate's jumping all over the place. Let me guess, you're gonna cut yourself and revive this thing. How did I know? Yeah, frame rate's really jumping all over the place here. And this scene does not look all that complex.
Please come in.
Professor Lucas?
Yes. Yes, and you must be Cleo. I'm up here. Please join me.
Be right there.
And in this scene, admittedly, the frame rate is much better, but I do notice a ton of noise, especially on different objects here, like shinier surfaces. I'm sure if I switch the upscaler down lower than quality,
Please join me, Cleo.
it would be much more observant. But anyways, I'm going to try to get through this scene pretty quickly here and get to the next one.
Pleased to meet you, Professor Lucas.
The pleasure is mine, Cleo. I'm glad you called.
Were you looking for something in particular?
I was, but my intricate classification system failed me once again. You know, this is the exact spot where I met your father for the first time.
Really?
Yes, he was looking for essays on Rembrandt and other Dutch masters. His arms were brimming with books. He could barely see in front of himself.
That sounds like my father. Yes.
I recognized myself in his eagerness to learn. The same eagerness that brings you here, I suppose.
Oh. Yes. I have the letter he gave me. Could you have a look?
Absolutely. Let's go to my desk. So how's my dear friend Aaron?
You called my father a friend.
Of course.
He never talked about you before giving me the letter.
I was devastated when he told me about his condition. I'm sorry, Cleo.
He told you. When?
I saw him about a year ago. He warned me that you were going to call when you were ready.
Oh. I guess he told you a lot.
Not much more. He is a very private person, as you know. Now, let's see that intriguing...
Wow, massive frame spike there. Oof.
I can't read past the first line my father wrote. And then there's this last part at the end. Both are in English, but everything else is... I was hoping you could help me. I've never seen anything like this before. The writing seems to be hidden behind some sort of veil, and there's movement in it. It's like something organic.
You're absolutely right. I've only seen this once before. I have a 300-year-old manuscript that has the same protective layer, which means that this letter is from the Zandaris tribe.
Zandaris?
Yes, it's a very ancient tribe. I wonder how your father got this letter.
Can you decipher it?
I'm afraid I can't. But there is a tome in here on ancient writing that mentions the Zandaris' protected communication. Although finding it may be a bit of a challenge. I think I might have stored it a little too well. The library's registry should help.
All right, so I already know which one is the library section to look up here. Not gonna bore you with too many details. Oops, that's the second one.
Did you find the tome? The library's registry by now. It's on the table in the center. What did you find?
Protected Zendare's information was only decipherable through an object. Something called a heparin?
Yes, of course.
So you've heard of it before?
I thought it was a legend. It varies depending on the source. I've never seen one.
They said it appears as something unremarkable.
I wonder, has your father ever given you something other than the letter? Something like a key or a pendant?
He gave this to me when I was a child, but I don't think it has anything to do with...
Fascinating.
I don't see how this could help us decipher a language.
Doesn't hurt to try.
It doesn't work.
It's all right. Aaron has thought this through. There must be something that we're missing. Something to activate it, maybe.
What makes you so sure that my father was behind this?
Would it really be so surprising?
I just wish he had told me more before he...
I understand, but this is his way to do so. Aaron made sure that we would meet in this very room. He's a brilliant man. None of this is coincidence. Have a look around. See if there's anything that piques your interest. Something only you could notice?
Did you know that my father donated a bust of Rembrandt to this school?
I didn't. I'm afraid to say I never paid much attention to their donors.
That must mean something, right? I know he loves this school, but...
I'd say follow that lead. There's a section in this library dedicated to Rembrandt.
My father left me a note.
Wonderful.
I don't understand it, but my name's on it.
Let's see.
Do you know what these symbols mean?
It seems to refer to a special tool. A sacred tool, most probably, and blood from, I think it specifies lifeline.
Blood from a lifeline. I remember. From the hand.
That's it. That's the heparin. Aim it at the letter. Are you all right?
Yes. It's...
Cleo, if you're reading this,
Papa?
it means you're experiencing Nux. It's this dark energy you can feel through your guts. Don't worry. It's yours, Cleo. And you'll become its master. You're my daughter, Mabel, and I love you deeply. I once promised to tell you everything about your mother. This is it, but not the way you were expecting. Take these words as a guide to prepare you for what's coming. It all started on December 30th, 1999. I was with Agnes, my girlfriend at the time. We were in Amsterdam for the year 2000 celebrations, and we had a room in a pretty cool hotel. I thought we were turning the page on a year, a century, a millennium. But it was more than that. We were standing at the beginning of a new cycle. And you, Mabel, would be part of it.
That was an AI voice. 100%. 100% that was an AI voice I just heard. That's a huge red flag. And also this ridiculous film grain. Ugh, can't stand it. Well, performance, I guess, is not too much better since you can't play it in native. I'm assuming that it would be, lower 50s. I feel like overwriting it just to see what the native performance would actually look like. And I do have the latest DLSS files installed here. Alright, so let's see if we can fix this with quality. Alright, so quality from a 1440p upscale, and barely. Dude, if you're not getting 90 plus frames per second at quality, and
Everything starts
the
with
graphics
Agnes,
look like
as
this,
far as you and
ugh.
I are concerned, Cleo. But in fact, it's hard to grasp how ancient this story is. Agnes was different.
Everything looks so
An old
blurry.
soul, yet joyful, always surprised by life. From the very beginning, it felt as though she already knew me. It was awesome. Agnes had planned something for us in our room that night. Some of her belongings had already been delivered. Ancient artifacts. I was fascinated.
Oh, we're in the
Truly, I had no
60s.
idea what Agnes had in mind. But you know what, Cleo? I didn't care. I was in love. I never questioned Agnes's actions. She had a way of making me feel important and wanted. Needed, even. As we walked to her room, I felt a new kind of excitement. Impossible to describe. I didn't yet know I was about to lose my grip on reality. As you'll see, Mabel, losing my grip on reality is an understatement. The truth is, I never had a grip on anything at all. The closer we got, the more something stirred in my veins. Nothing unpleasant. More as though the city's canals were running through my body. There was something electric about Agnes. A force emanated from her. The force I was about to discover. All in all, what awaited me in that room never felt threatening, Cleo. Deep inside, somehow, it always felt as though I knew.
Oh my
Agnes
god,
went
bro,
directly to
shut
the bathroom
up.
to put on her
AI
magic
slop
touch,
voice.
she said. She didn't need any in my view. She was being literal, I guess. Could you set up my relics the way I told you to? She asked from the bathroom. I had to rummage through a chest, a shelf, even her bag to find those things of hers. So old they were unsettling.
Reflections look good at least, but this frame rate is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And no wonder, because I do see that the recommended requirements for this demo is a 3080 Ti at 1080p. That is way too strong of a GPU to need a recommendation for 60 frames per second at 1080p. That's just crazy. Anyways, let's take it to DLSS performance. Alright, and that switches things over to preset M. So let's check out those reflections again. Dude, that film grain is just horrible. It's just making everything look blurry and just, ugh. Can't stand it. Alright, reflections look okay. Alright, what am I doing here? I need some more clues. I've walked around just about everything.
Did all my mirrors get installed? She asked. Yes. They'd been placed around the bed, and the bed had been moved. Even now, I don't know how, or by whom.
Yeah, I can see some noise in that mirror, in that reflection here. Some boiling.
When everything was ready as Agnes requested, she came out of the bathroom. She was...
Oh, you're about to get cooked, my boy. That's why you gotta have discipline in these streets. You gotta have discipline, boys.
Until I lost the thread.
Oh, I might not even be able to put this on YouTube.
I woke up or something. I'm still not sure. I was a cat, Cleo. Yes, you read that well. I was a cat. The room was like in a nightmare. Agnes was floating, literally, and seemed frozen in time. Of course, I thought I was dreaming, but not for long. It was too real somehow. I could feel the fur on my body. My senses were heightened. Everything I saw or heard became a voice calling me. Go further, and you'll see. Go further, and you'll see. The further I went, the more real my sensations became. Yet the world around me felt it was scary, disturbing. But something was definitely calling to me, from what seemed to be the other side. And then, in a forest, yes, a forest, I knew it in my bones. It was someone calling me. A woman. Things were blurring together, Cleo. My cat spirit, a thirst for freedom, for leaping onto anything, and my pull toward her calls. And I saw her, frozen in time, like Agnes in the room. And my cat spirit again, a need to size her up. Then it happened. For a brief moment, I became fully feline.
Welcome.
Can't even maintain 100 frames a second.
Welcome, Aaron.
Aaron? You know my name? We talk? I can talk? I was in shock, Cleo. Nothing made sense.
Yes, you are my union. My Batarazzi.
My cat.
Of course.
But what?
Did
Who?
no one tell you about the ceremony? Where you come from?
What? No! What do you mean?
It matters not for now. I'm Noah, the Collector. Those are the Zendaris. Follow me, and I shall explain anon. We've much to do this night.
It was the only thing I could do anyway, Cleo. That woman, Noah, she seemed like the only one who could clarify all this.
Okay. Well, trash. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.